Okay, you guys,
we're live.
We're live. Let me tell everybody that we are live in a different link because everybody's over at another page.
Oh, I got the notification. Oh, I did too, and I don't know how to get back to it.
Good morning.
Oh, darn.
Good morning. Is anybody here? Let me see.
Not yet. Oh, we got people coming on.
Yeah. Hey
Hello,
everyone.
hello.
Sorry. Let me see how many people are here. Yeah. There's people. Doesn't say how many. So we tried to do something really fun this morning by having you, like, doing a preview and having you guys set a reminder, but then we couldn't figure out how to go live from that link. So we're live from this link, but
We already have a new member.
oh my goodness.
Oh, upgraded to VIP.
Wow. But
So you got to talk about that
hey,
today
Lynn,
too.
yeah, we got to talk about the VIP. So everyone's asking, some people are still over on the other live link, and I don't know how to post the link. Maybe let me try. Tiffany, why don't you, while I'm trying to do this, why don't you start talking about the project that we're going to finish up today?
So if y'all were here last week with us, we started this little end table. That's weird.
Yeah.
And the inspiration was from a project that I have done, a couple weeks ago, a desk that I did, and we're gonna finish it today. So the desk was a green and a gray, and then it had IOD transfers on it. So I think we're gonna finish up with the IOD transfers today, and this is as far as we got last week. You can see here, I think you can see that there's probably this to me, I feel like that's bleed through, because we did not prime it or
stain block it.
Or stain block it, see it before we started painting on it. So the idea today, I think, is to put a transfer over this area so that it kind of hides that. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
And I think if you stick around, we're gonna do a store tour.
We're going to do a store tour in the second half of the video. Okay, I just posted the new link. Hopefully it works in the old link. I'm confused myself, but yeah.
So Sue Windsor said on the other link, your message had your name highlighted. I clicked that and it brought me here.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
That is perfect. Okay, so why don't you guys start on the dresser? We have 2 packages that came in the mail today, and I want to open those while while you guys are working, because last time people were saying that we needed to get to work sooner. We're still we have all kinds of glitches to work out, yo. It's
Sure, you want to take
Okay.
a drawer out?
Do I what?
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna take this.
So, I got 2 packages in the mail that I want to open. I think I know what's in this one. I'm really excited. I have no idea what is in this one. But before I open them, I have a major disclaimer. It's so sweet of you guys to send us stuff, but please, please do not feel like that is something to do. I want to acknowledge the people who are sending us things, but at the same time, I don't want to encourage anyone to send us anything because, honestly, I feel like I am so blessed with so many things that what I would love is for you to send something to someone who isn't, who, for so many years, I needed so many things, and I was always struggling, to get the kind of equipment and the tools that I needed and different things, and now I don't need anything. I seriously, my house is so small, 400 square feet, that I have way more than I need.
So they can see your work right here.
So please, but please don't feel like you need to send us anything. Correct? Are we bursting at the seams here or what?
Bursting.
Bursting? Stephanie, are we bursting?
Bursting for that?
Bursting at the seams for
Sure.
space.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, this one is from Kristen Calhoun. You guys may follow her. She is Sheep on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. I actually know what this is. Dion commissioned her to paint something for me. And so this is my birthday gift from Dion. And I'm stoked to see this. I've seen a picture of it, but I have not seen it in real life. So I'm opening it for the first time. What are you guys doing?
We are applying this transfer. It is the Astoria Foliage Transfer from IOD.
I just ordered more transfers. You guys, we are selling them so fast.
That's awesome.
I was scared when I pushed the order button yesterday with the amount of money that I needed to order. It's like, wow, I could make 3 car payments.
So if I could make a quick announcement, if you're not following my page or Melissa's page, we have exciting news. So we recently rented a bigger space where Melissa was retailing her paint down in area, what do you call that?
Point Loma.
Area.
Mm-hmm.
A place called Consignment Classics. And I officially placed my IOD order and became an IOD retailer. So alongside Melissa and the DIY paint, you'll be able to pick up your IOD there as well.
That is
Yay.
so awesome. So you guys finally let the cat out of the bag.
Finally
Yes.
let it out of the
We
bag.
finally did. That was the
love
last
it.
thing.
So
That
you
was the
got-
last piece to our puzzle.
Their location is about 25-30 minutes south of my store. So if you are anywhere in the southern area or the central area of San Diego, or maybe I know we have customers across the border, like this is a really fun place to go, and it is right across the street from Kobe's Swap Meet. So you could
Yes.
go like tomorrow. I'm going to Kobe's Swap Meet. I don't know if you guys
We
know.
will be there.
You're going tomorrow?
Not at the
We'll-
swap meet, but
We'll be
at
at
Consignment
Consignment Classics at 9:30.
Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna go live again.
Oh.
So we'll be there probably like 9:45. We need to give ourselves a little wiggle room because last week we were a little late. People actually knew us and were waiting for us, and it was so awesome.
Oh,
And Julie showed up for our first live, and Lynette.
oh
So
my gosh.
it was really, really cool.
So the name of they're in a big mall, like antique. It's not really an antique. There's lots of vintage, but it's also consignment furniture and home goods, and it's huge. It's massive. I love shopping there. I've bought several things there myself. It's called Consignment Classic.
Consignment, and if you look it up, it's Consignment Classics SD because they have 3 locations.
Yeah.
So we're the one on Kurt Street.
Kurt,
So I think it's 4030 Kurt Street.
I'm gonna just type it in here right now.
So yeah, that's how much we love
4030.
DIY and IOD that we had to branch out and offer it to you in another area of San Diego.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're actually going to use some transfers on our live, and you'll be able to
So who's
grab your coffee right in the morning and watch along with us.
whose page are you going live from?
We go live from both of our pages.
Simultaneously?
Simultaneously.
That's so genius. Okay, here's the card. This is from Dion, and she says, oh wait,
That's from Kristen.
this is from Chris. Dion, thank you for trusting me with another precious work, important special one. I love and appreciate you, the business more than I can say. Love you, big Iris. Kristen. Okay, so Kristen sent me the card that she meant to send Dion, I guess. Or maybe she sent this to Dion and then Dion sent it to me. Here's her business. Will you hold this up to the camera? If you guys, so what you're about to see, I think you're gonna love. So if you want to hire Kristen to paint something for you, she is amazing.
Amazing.
She also painted a picture of your sister and niece,
Yes.
didn't she?
Okay, here's another card, and it says Debi. Dion, could you include this in your gift for Debbie, please? So I think Kristen sent 2 cards, one for Dion and one for me. I don't know. This one says, thank you. There's Kristen's card again. Debbie, thank you for all the things you've done to help my little business, me. Thank you for your friendship and for the opportunity to paint for you, which Dion gave me, and I believe me. I am so thankful for her, Kristen. Okay, so you are welcome. I love you, Kristen. I'm so excited to see this in real life. You guys ready?
I'm ready. I can't wait to see this.
So, will you tell them, like, how did Kristen know what the store looked like, and how did this happen? Because
This happened because Dion secretly reached out and asked if I could take a picture of the front of the store and send it to her. And I had to keep it top secret and not let Debbie know because this was going to be a very special birthday gift.
are you guys ready? Are you ready to see
Yeah.
it? Da, 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 da. Isn't that cool?
Look at all the detail.
Oh
in
my
that.
gosh, there's so much detail, and it looks so much like the store. Even she got even the bicycle. We have a bicycle on the roof,
And you can see the octopus.
and the clothing rack through the arbor. So you know what I want to do, you guys?
What?
I was thinking that we could contact Kristen and see if we could license this, because this is her original artwork, and have like greeting cards made and prints and
postcards.
mugs, and we could sell them here in the store for people who come to visit.
Wow,
Isn't that
that's
awesome?
that would be
Yeah.
amazing.
So I need to talk to Kristen about that,
Is there
but that would be so fun. And if you have a store, Kristen could probably
Debbie has some.
paint your store, and she could do the same for you. I will, I'll link to Kristen in the description of this video. Okay. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Dion.
so awesome?
I had an awesome birthday. It was so fun. I didn't think turning 35 was going to be that fun, but it is.
35 is a hard year.
It is, you know, because,
I'm gonna steal that back when you're done.
all right.
Actually, never mind. Nope, I don't know that.
Okay, so for you that haven't ever seen the Imd Transfers or have seen them or actually used them, they come like this on this huge, here's the white paper backing that keeps the actual transfer from sticking to anything or itself. Because if it sticks to itself too, you're done. You're committed wherever it sticks to. It's gonna peel off. So once you get it put and placed where you want it, then you're going to peel the back off. This white backing. And you're gonna put it on. Some people like to use a little bit of painter's tape to hold it in place. And all of them come with this nice little plastic rubbing stick. And you're just going to start rubbing it off onto the piece that you've chosen to place it on.
Billy Kirk is asking if my new VIP membership includes the perk of the other 2 levels, and the answer is yes, Billy. Lisa also answered for her. So I have I added to my membership level, we have a $5, a $15, and a $25 membership, because there were people who wanted to learn different things, so I didn't want to give out information for people who weren't interested in YouTube video or building their business. So now we have a level, if you want coaching and tips from me on how to build your creative business, or if you want tips specifically on how I make my YouTube videos and to help you start a YouTube channel, we have a level for that. So the highest level is the video level, but if you join that level, you get all 3 levels. If you join the middle level, you get the 2 levels. If you just want to join the $5 level, that is all about unlocking your creativity. Grambo says 40 was hard for me, and now 74. I can't even remember how old I am. Same, Grambo. I couldn't remember if I was what age I was when I turned it. Peg and Neek is asking you guys, what colors did you use on the desk?
So the green color you see is custom mixed, and we used Bohemian Blue. No, yes, we used Bohemian Blue,
We
sea
used
glass.
a lot of Bohemian Blue
Bohemian,
by
yes.
accident.
So the Bohemian Blue exploded into the mix, so there was more of that than originally anticipated. But also included was sea glass and Monet's Garden.
You guys, you know what? I have a special announcement to make.
You do?
Like in this last week, I think we got 7 new retailers, and one of them is on here right now. We have not even officially announced this person in the retailers page.
Really?
But this person, I am so stoked that she is now a retailer. I have been a huge fan of hers. I stalk her, I'm just gonna admit it.
Who is
You
it?
know, she's an IOD retailer, and she's in upstate New York, and she has a shop called J Goods. Are you familiar with her work?
I'm not, but I
Oh,
will definitely
so
check her out.
good. You guys, go follow J Goods on Instagram and Facebook. I don't know if she started a YouTube channel yet, but she is in my YouTube membership group, so I'm guessing that maybe she's going to. But she just signed up this week to be a DIY retailer. And I was
welcome, Ellen.
I know,
So
welcome.
exciting.
Her
You're
name,
fangirling.
so her name isn't Ellen. That must be a family name. Her name is Lynn Brundage.
Okay.
Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing Lynn. But she's in here in the chat right now, and we are so excited to welcome you. We have like 4 or 5 new retailers just this week. 2 signed up this morning.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's a rigorous process. Like we make them, like we do some deep dive investigation. because we
They
want
even
everyone to be
investigated
successful.
me, and I work here.
Well, we have because the buy-in is significant, and we want to.
And I was a retailer before.
Yeah, well.
I think I went over to the dark side, and they had to check me out.
Anyway, welcome, Lynn, and next week we'll announce all the rest of the new retailers. But if you are in upstate New York, check out J Goods. If you're not familiar with her shop, oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't wait to
Beautiful.
see it. I can't wait to visit her page.
Oh, Deborah Pelez is saying she follows her. Lois is asking for the name of her store again. It's called J Goods. Here, let me type it in. And hopefully I'm typing it right. And I will link it in the description after the live is over. Okay, I have a box from Charlotte Hodge, and she's in Riverside, California. Charlotte follows us. I see her name in our chat and in our comment section all the time. So I have no idea what's in this box, but I'm gonna open it. Let's see, what is this? Oh my gosh, couple of things. Dear Debbie, please accept these gifts as a small token of all the hours of entertainment and inspiration you have given me in the last months. Since discovering you and your team, I gotta pull it out of the bag to read the rest of it. The Mermaid Tail I found in a resale shop with tags attached. This should appeal to your approach to save the planet while wearing sequins, LOL. Please wear it in a video, if only for a finale dance shot. Mermaid dancing. So apparently she sent me something that she wants me to wear in one of my videos when I do the dance. I don't know. We'll have to see. If it's a sequin bikini, maybe not. The French Garden video is to give you new perspective on Monet's Garden and to share with you. You guys are whispering again.
Showing right now.
What's showing? What are you talking? Oh, the transfer?
Yeah.
What?
Do you see what's, like they can see it?
See what?
Oh, I know. I'm not
Oh.
peeling the plastic off.
Oh, I gotcha. I understand what you're saying because it's kind of, sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
Thanks for drawing attention
No, we'll address it.
to my
No,
thing.
it's a good thing to
It was a
address.
secret.
No, anyhow, go ahead. Sorry.
Apparently there's some issues in the production side of this.
I have some issues. The big issues.
The French garden videos to give you a new perspective on Monet's gardens and share with your DIY travels. Enjoy in good health and happiness, Charlotte Hodge. Thank you so much, Charlotte. All right, I'm excited to see. Oh, she sent me a DVD on Monet's gardens, like his backstory. Oh, I am
that's
so
cool.
excited to watch this. Is this him? This couldn't be him. This has got to be somebody. The
Monty
narrator.
Don.
It's Monty Don. Yeah. So this is from the BBC, and Charlotte told me about it, and she said it's on Netflix, so I guess you can watch it on Netflix. I canceled my Netflix, so she was so sweet to send this to me. Thank you so much. Melissa, what's the matter?
Every time I come in this room, I can't breathe.
Oh my God, you guys.
That's a mermaid.
She sent me a mermaid tail. Good grief. I don't think I could dance in this. This is one of those things that
You could
like,
do a lot of floor dancing.
you stick your legs in it and then you snuggle up, I think, and you can pretend that you're a mermaid.
We could do a photo shoot with it.
I could put it on now, but I don't know that I could do like an actual.
Are you gonna lay on the table?
I don't know. I'm gonna try. So that this will be hanging over my head every time I go to shoot a video. Let's see. All right. You guys might have to help me. I hope I don't break anything.
Like your computer?
No, like my body. This is about as far as I can
Okay, you got
get.
your shoes on.
No, I took my shoes
Oh,
off.
you did.
Yeah. This mermaid must be a petite. Because I can't. This is about as far as I can
Well,
get.
your feet and your thighs
Okay.
will be warm.
Here you go, Charlotte. Woo! Melissa, do not document this.
It's
already
on live.
documented.
I know, but there's something about a still picture. I feel like if you do it in video, like it goes on, people forget.
That's
but
not
if
going
you
away.
if you have a photo, you can repost it later. Anyway, thank you. I love it. Wow, this is kind of warm. Like, it's cold in here. Anybody else? Stephanie, you want to try?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Whoa. All right.
Okay, can I address the whispering?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Here, let me
This
show
has
you.
only happened to me twice.
Well, let
The
me-
very first time I ever used a transfer, before we even decided to ask for help with sealing the paint, how long we should let the paint cure, things like that.
So I'm going to show you what happened. So sometimes your paint will come up with, can you see that? With your transfer. If it's not sealed well enough or for long enough, if it's not cured well. So sometimes the way you can fix it is either distress it and let that be part of the charm and the beauty of it. Or like in this case, if I'm able to, I'm going to just sort of gently peel it off of the plastic backing and just gently place it into place. Now I know right now it's actually not attached to the drawer. So my fix is going to be sealing back over this, probably with some Big Top or something more durable, so that it'll just lay back down into place. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. It's kind of like the Mod Podge things with the paper napkins.
Exactly. It would be like the Mod Podge thing. So, you know, we're not always perfect, but we
No,
do our
we're
best.
so not always perfect. Check this
Okay, a
out.
couple important things.
Woo!
Trey Morris sent us a super chat.
Woo! Thanks, Trey.
Thank you.
I guess she says, or he says, it says Trey Morris next to the super chat, but she says, it's really Melody, a new friend. You guys make me so happy every week, no matter what's going on. I don't have DIY paint or IOD, 2 hours from me, placing my first order today. Thank you, Melody.
Thank you so much, and that was so generous.
So sweet. I know. And then Ivana Ivy says, did you fix the door? It doesn't sound like the crypt keeper is going to come in.
Yes.
So we did.
We did work on the door.
A little WD-40.
Yeah, we
does
had several
wonders.
comments from you guys saying that our door
We
was
still
squeaky.
do have the slamming, but that's the magnets. The because we have a magnet closure on our door because we have screens that just go over the door jambs. They don't go in the door jambs because they were all vintage, and so they're not fitting the inside of this really super old house. So that's the slamming you hear, is these powerful magnets like clicking together.
Another note on the transfer and why sometimes it won't stick, I believe, is because of the lack of prep that we did prior to putting the paint on the piece. So because we were quickly going to do a live for you guys, we didn't really take the time to prep it as well as we should have. So I think that's why our paint did not
Did you put a seal
cure
on it?
as well.
No,
Prior?
we didn't. We just
No,
went. If you watched the beginning, it was just like, this piece is probably going to have a lot of bleed through, but we're just going to work through it.
So yeah, we're working through it.
So Christina asked, Melissa, can you just pull off the transfer and then cut another piece and put it on that spot without the paint on it?
I haven't ever tried that, but that is a good idea.
It's
Because
hard.
I do like it with the wood coming through in some places. But it's, yeah, it's very...
It's a little bit more.
I feel like once
more
you got the
than-
transfer on, even if it's halfway, it's hard to get it off.
So...
It's a lot more
Yeah,
tedious.
we would have to cut a whole new piece, which we actually could, but that's what it's looking like. So I might be able to go back in with like a liner brush and make some of the ornament.
Okay, so did you guys, so it's time to read our favorite comments of the week.
Okay.
So do you guys have yours?
My favorite comment of the week is by Good Golly, Miss Lolly.
Oh, I recognize her name.
And she says, "Aw, the Janes seem like such sweet folk. And yes, Debbie, ... definitely going to need to hear the phone sex / nail bin story in an upcoming video soon." And I'm like, wow, I've known her for a long time and I'm not even sure I know the phone sex story. So
I can feel
I'm
it.
really waiting
Tell it
to
now.
hear that.
You kind of know, but you don't totally know.
Oh.
Stephanie, what's your favorite comment of the week?
Let's see. My favorite comment was from our regular viewer, Debs Poulot. Is that how you say it?
I think it's Pouliot,
Pouliot?
but I'm not sure. But yeah,
I'm
she's.
sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Deb.
I've always
Deb,
said
what's the
hello, but I
phonetic
think
spelling?
it's Pouliot. Deb, can you phonetically spell it for us if you're on here?
So she says, "I love the amazing tribe of folks you've created and hearing about families working together. Very inspiring and uplifting." And the reason why I chose that comment was, one, because of the tribe that you've created, and I'm super excited and grateful to be included in some of that. And I love the idea about families working together. I think that's one of the reasons why I embarked on my own little journey with Valiant Heart Vintage, because I just really wanted to include my family. So watching the video was very inspiring and uplifting, watching
Wasn't that
the
cool?
family work together.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You know, you guys, they're going to be here on February 4th.
What?
They're
I
flying
heard
out.
that to do
Yeah.
your YouTube,
They're
to get
coming out.
a personal YouTube channel.
Who is?
Karen and
Tutorial?
David Jane, they sell DIY paint on the, like, literally on the other side of the
Oh,
United
Jane's
States.
Relics?
Yes.
Jane's Reliable.
Reliable.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
cool.
didn't go to that one, and I'm so
Very
yeah
cool.
sad I missed it because it totally sounded like my kind of
Cute,
thing.
Julie.
Bless you.
I like that. Oh,
Thank you.
Very cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Janes are coming out. They're going to be here on the 4th, which is 4 days from now. And we are going to have like a private video camp because at some point I want to have a video camp here in California.
Do we get to meet them?
Yeah, you'll definitely get to meet them.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Picking them up from the airport. And I'm just going to walk them through my video making process. They're bringing their computer and their phone. They've been shooting clips, and we're going to put their video together. But this family, like, do you ever watch, I don't even know if it's on anymore because I don't have television, but have you ever watched, like, the Duck Dynasty?
Oh, yeah.
So
I
they're,
love them.
they're kind of like that, but they're, they don't do anything with ducks. Like, I don't even know what ducks.
They don't make duck calls?
No, they have
Not out in the wild?
If you haven't
Out there in
watched
Delaware?
Wednesday's video, it is so cool. Their store is in Delaware. It's a giant old farmhouse with a barn and several cottages. And they go around, like, whenever old houses in their area or, you know, in their state are being ripped down, they get all the salvage to, like, keep some of the stuff normally end up in the dump.
Right.
Because there's lots of beautiful old houses that are just crumbling, and David and his 2 sons, they get in there, and that's
Barefoot.
like, that's
Yeah,
nasty
barefoot.
work. Like, that is seriously hard work. Like, if you've ever taken a pallet apart, like, that's hard. I can't even imagine, like, getting porch posts and corbels. And then they get, like, the coolest stuff. They go to auctions every week, and they walk around barefoot. And they,
I
like,
heard that's a great way to stay grounded. Like, it's
It
not
is.
just a thing. Oh, stay grounded. Keep your head out of the clouds. It's really a thing where your feet are touching the
Yeah.
earth.
yeah. So I've been telling them because the Janes have sold DIY paint for years, and I've been telling them, you guys need a YouTube channel. People would love to watch you and your life and your family. Like, Pop is upstairs painting furniture all the time. Like, their dad, Pops, who's in his 80s, is one of the best furniture painters I've ever seen. Like,
Oh, wow.
seriously, his work is so good. And it's just a whole, like, it's kind of like the Waltons, but in 2020, running a
Cool.
business. Like,
Yeah.
they're very hip and cool and gritty, and I am so excited. So they
should
finally,
be like destination spot with a bakery or fried
Oh, like
chicken
the
or
world-
something like Magnolia.
the world needs to know about them. Like, this
Yeah.
place is just as good as Magnolia, if not better, in my opinion. But I've been bugging Karen for years, like, when are you guys going to do a YouTube channel? She's like, we're so busy. And so she texted me, and she's like, we're ready to do it. So they're coming out, and I'm like, with the family that you have, like, you guys could do it together as a family effort. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't seen the video, I'm going to put it in the description box, but it's a really, really cool video about what boot camp is like. And, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Sherry Caranasso says, Debbie, beg the IOD sisters to keep the Sea Queen and also bring back the Gypsy Queen. I got the Gypsy Queen a while ago, moved the paint room and can't find it's discontinued. Yep, they did discontinue those. I think because they want to make room for new designs, so I'm hoping that they will have some new versions of the Sea Queen and the Gypsy Queen updated, but they definitely are coming out with more coastal designs. I harass the IOD sisters on a weekly basis about various things.
Are you harassing them about, like, having some seahorse molds?
Oh, we could. You guys put together, like, in the comments, and I'll send them our harassment list of everything we need, because seahorse molds would be really good.
They would be totally
Um,
awesome.
Okay, so my favorite comment of the week, I did not screenshot the comment, or get the name of the person.
What?
I know.
Oh,
But
well,
I
now you can
remember
wear
it.
your mermaid tail
Okay.
when you're snuggling up reading your comments now.
This comment is another short comment, but I'm taking an in-depth video course for YouTube and best practices for YouTube. And this week our lesson is that when you start a YouTube channel, you have to have a strong point of view, and that you actually, in order to create a community, you actually have to have, like, a very niche, very specific point of view, and you're supposed to share your personal beliefs with the people who follow you. So, for example, we believe that it's a wonderful thing to take old vintage pieces of furniture and give them new life.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody agrees with that. Some people think that you should never paint over wood, beautiful wood, and that antique pieces of furniture should be left exactly how they are. And in my course that I'm taking, they're saying don't shy away from that, that you have what you call the believers and the non-believers, kind of like Apple versus PC, or Democrat versus Republican, vegan versus carnivore. And when you have something like that, there can be like a lot of fighting and tension, and it can get stressful. So every time I post a piece of furniture, especially if it's a beautiful vintage piece that I've painted, there's always a few people who are like, who have told me. One person said, "You should be in jail for painting that. What a crime." And you know, they didn't see that it was like water stained and falling apart. And then even if the piece of furniture is in perfect condition, the way I look at it is, if you were to say to an artist, "Oh my gosh, you know, nice artwork, but you should not be painting on canvas. You should be painting on cardboard, because how dare you paint on such a precious material." And to me, it's like, look, I feel like we as furniture artists should be able to paint on beautiful furniture. I don't know, how do you guys agree?
I 100%
Like,
agree.
for me, the beautifully made, the older it is, the more I want to paint it.
I think
Because
I think we
I
bring
like
it back
painting
to life. I think that
we make it current.
I think that it deserves a new life, and it deserves to be some of the details brought back out.
Yeah, and people disagree with it, and so I was asking last night in my lesson, you know, well, what about the people who just adamantly think that you should not paint on old, vintage, beautiful furniture? And they were saying that you should leave those comments up because you have the believers and the non-believers, and if you don't have a strong opinion about something, you're not going to create a strong community. Now, I don't know if I agree. Usually I just delete the really rancid comments, but when we did the macrame chair, it was an old vintage chair, but it was nasty. It stunk. It was ripped. It was stained. It was so gross. And I looked at it and I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be so good, because this chair is so ugly that nobody is going to come on here and comment.
How ugly was it?
So freaking ugly. You guys remember it, right? It was ugly.
It was very ugly.
It was old, but it was ugly.
It would have otherwise gone in the trash.
Yeah, like it was on Facebook Marketplace for what?
Only Debbie would pay $20.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like it's good for our what's the word I'm looking for? No, for our environment, to not have it in the landfills.
Yes. So I was thinking nobody is ever going to accuse me of bastardizing this chair, because clearly it needed help.
Somebody did?
Oh yeah. Somebody came on and they made a comment and they're like, "It's a shame to ruin such a beautiful chair."
Well, the beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
And I'm like scratching my head going, could you please show me where the beauty was? And like, what would you have done? Would you have just got this old stained, I mean, it stunk. It stunk. Like the inside had rotted. And when we opened up the upholstery, we should have been wearing a mask because it like flew all over and was just gross. So I don't know, like if you're watching, what would you have done with that chair to save it?
What you did. I would do what you did.
Someone is saying they want to see my shoes better. Oh, the comments aren't. Okay. Oh, the comments stopped scrolling. Yeah. Kathy Goodson. I just had someone say to me that they would prefer the vanity I'm doing now unpainted. Explained that the pieces and flaws couldn't see, added more. No one would buy it unpainted. Yeah. You know, it's true. A lot of times we will find things that just are going to end up in the landfill, no matter how old they are, if we don't fix them. But I also, you know, since we're being honest, I also believe that there's nothing wrong with finding a beautifully perfection piece of old furniture that has not been painted and painting it. and I know not everybody agrees with me, but I think that it's just a wonderful way to make it modern and relevant. And if somebody wants it in its original state, then they should buy it that way. But they shouldn't stop people from painting furniture no matter what condition it's in. And a lot of times, the people who are screaming that we are bastardizing the furniture by painting it are the same people who have shag carpeting over their hardwood floors. So how does that make
Oh gosh, that's a travesty.
Lisa Roth says, I believe that if I own something, I can do with it what I damn well please.
I like it.
Okay. So you guys, I'm going to go get some water. Why don't you talk more about what you're doing and ask them, maybe they need a closer view. Because sometimes
They need a closer view of your shoes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, there's a slam. So what are you doing over there, Melissa?
I'm trying to do the puzzle piece thing with a little bit of clear patina, trying to match some of the pieces up that will actually peel off of this.
Oh, I see the problem now. That is a big problem.
It did, and it just kept peeling and peeling. So this is one of those pieces where we're like, our paint is like 99.99% perfect about sticking to anything. But there always is that one thing that's going to need the primer. And this is that piece that really needed primer right here.
So you're taking all the pieces and gluing them back on.
I'm
so
trying.
Had we sealed it, this would not have happened.
I think
We didn't
I
seal
think
it, right?
so. It might have pulled off in maybe a tiny little piece like this, tiny little chunks like it has in the past, but not just ripping the whole paint off all the way across the side. So I'm not
Abby,
sure. Maybe we
Abby
might have.
Delamont says, Debbie, I wore the ring I bought off your finger to a meeting. I sat there bored to death. I looked at it and realized, the comments go by so fast. I'm not following my true path. Time for a change. Thank you for the inspiration. So Abby, you're the one that came here and bought the Frida ring I was wearing. Remember that?
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
she was a
that
hairdresser,
Didn't
wasn't
somebody
she?
else? Didn't somebody else buy one from you?
Oh,
online?
no, yeah, there's two people that have bought the ring off my finger. Abby, was that the Frida ring or was that the big, like, faux turquoise ring? I think it was the faux turquoise ring. John P. is saying wood can be varnished. I don't know if he's saying that we should varnish it instead of paint it. I
Oh,
don't know, John.
like,
He could be a
see
non-believer. John, are you a non-believer?
are you talking about like shellac on here?
Maybe. So you guys, you know what? We have a big thing coming up.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we do.
Are you excited?
Yes, I am excited because tomorrow, like, retailers can like start talking about it.
Are you gonna be like on your computer hovering, waiting?
Oh my gosh, I so am. I remember last time she called me that morning. It was like an hour after the thing had opened. She's like, "You are not even gonna know how much paint we just sold. It's gonna be amazing. Whatever this new product is that you don't know, but I know what it is. You are gonna be in love."
Julie is asking how the headband thing is going to sleep on. You know, my
Oh, right. How's that going?
So I wore it a couple nights, and every night, like you fall asleep and it's not that uncomfortable, but then I'd wake up at like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'd rip it off my head and throw it on the floor. So I haven't worn it consistently, Julie. I don't know. I'm just like, sleep to me, like I work so hard every day that when I finally get in my bed, I am just like, I want to listen to the whisper ASMR videos. I want to wear my favorite PJs. I want to smash my face into the mattress if I feel like it. And I don't know. I may try again, but do you really think that
I really
sleeping
don't
with your
know.
face like this is really going to make that many more wrinkles than what you're going to get normally? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I say embrace the wrinkles and get a good night's sleep.
I don't want to embrace the wrinkles. I am about getting a good night's sleep. Do you guys think that sleeping on a weird pillow so that your face doesn't get smushed really has like a major impact on anti-aging? Do
I watched
any of
this
you do it?
thing once, and they're like, if you take your pillow and you roll it back so your pillow is back here, it's not going to give you as many wrinkles. And I'm like, that's so not comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so, so back to the big news. We didn't even tell them what the big news was. We teased it.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 new products that are getting ready to roll out. And I am
3?
so excited about them. So what the retailers, if you're a DIY retailer, tomorrow at noon, you can order them on the website. But we are not showing any pictures of them. We are not saying what the names are. They are not paint. None of them are paint. Nope, it's not new colors. It's something else. But the retailers can go order it. They have 7 days to place their order to be guaranteed to arrive by March 21st.
Yeah.
And then when we're in McKinney, at the big class in McKinney with Dion and Kara, we are going to unveil the new products and we're going to paint, or we can't paint with them because they're not paint, but we're going to use them and we're going to have them there for people to buy. And all of the retailers across the land in Canada and the United States simultaneously are going to unveil them, and they will be able to purchase. You can go purchase them from any retailer who chooses to buy them. So we're super excited. And we have samples up at the front counter. And Stephanie and Melissa opened the box, and they're like, oops, we could get in trouble if we open this. But they saw it before I did.
I was like,
Oh my gosh,
I am
it's so
opening
good.
this. I know what it is.
Yeah. So Becca B says, I had neck surgery because of a car accident, so I've had to sleep on my back for years, and I'm 53 and wrinkle free. Are you kidding me, Becca? That makes me want to get my pillow back out.
That makes her want to go and get in a car
Becca,
accident.
do you have Instagram? I want you to post a picture of your face on Instagram and put the hashtag Debi's Design Diary. I'm going to go look at your face, and if you really have wrinkles, I'm going to wear my pillow again. Yeah, Cobweb Afternoon. It's not new paint. It's new products. They are products.
Yes, products.
Very interesting products. Very excited. Hannah Crumley says,
Afternoon a retailer?
no, but she is someone that is on here all the time. She's in my membership group. And I'm
No,
pretty
I
sure
remember hearing her name.
she's a
but
believer, I would pretty much say.
I would be like, oh, interesting product.
Cobweb Afternoon has
turn
been
this like
a
this
subscriber to my channel for years, maybe since the
this
very
is like
beginning.
done.
Hannah Crumley says, I love that shag carpet remark. I'm always questioned when I paint furniture. Next time I'm going to say, you have shag carpeting over hardwood, don't you?
I would be like, hey, you drive a Ford, right?
Oh no. Melody says, some folks will find controversy in everything. It's their personality. It has nothing to do with you or your talent. I know. I feel like people are easily triggered, for sure. Tammy is asking, what transfer are you guys using?
We're using the Astoria foliage from IOD.
Yeah. It's looking good, you guys. Okay, you guys, I have a problem to solve.
What is your problem?
So,
You don't want to get charged for all the sex phone calls?
yeah, I have to tell the phone sex story. Someone says, I paint furniture and move it in my Ford. Barrier thinks, I drive a Ford.
Oh my god.
What are you talking
I
about? Why are you
used to too.
throwing
I had a
shade on-
65 Mustang.
can't throw shade on Ford drivers? Well,
You know, I only do that because our F-250 like went through so much crap. Everything had to be replaced. And my brother had this same truck, but a year older, and the same thing. So it was just a bad thing with those.
Okay, Harriet
Diesels.
Jax is asking, can you tell us why the transfer didn't work this time and how to avoid this problem, please? So I'm going to give my take on it, and then I'll let you guys chime in. So with every piece of furniture, you just don't know what you're going to get. It's like Forrest Gump. You just don't know what you're going to get because it's yeah, you don't know what the wood is made out of. You don't know if there's tannins in the wood. You don't know if it was in a smoker's home or who put what on it before you got there. It's kind of like when you get in a relationship. You don't know the history of what you're getting into.
Oh,
Yeah. So sometimes the wood is dry and it will drink the paint right in and it will stick to it really good. And you can put a transfer over it like an hour later. Other times it takes a while for the paint to cure if it's a slick surface. And you can come back the next day and put a transfer on it without putting a top coat on it. Sometimes you have, like I know that this piece had major bleed through, so that tells me that there's oils in it, there's wood tannins, maybe it was from a smoker's home, I don't know, but it did have bleed through, so it has issues. And even though this sat here for a week, right?
Yeah.
we just sealed it yesterday though. But yes, the paint did cure for a week.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. So to buy insurance on making sure that your transfer is going to stick, I would say if you are worried about your piece, or if you are just someone who doesn't like to take any risk, paint the piece, seal it, let that sit overnight, and then put your transfer on. And then you won't have this issue that's happening. But I think it's a good example of what can go wrong if you don't seal it first and let the seal cure. So that's my take. Stephanie,
And
what's
you know
your
what?
take?
We used wax too, and just because it's so cold in this back room, maybe it didn't even have time to.
It is
seal.
freezing in this back room. It's like it's warmer outside than it is in here. Stephanie, do you have anything to add?
I mean, yeah, basically what you said. I feel like it should have been prepped. We didn't prep it at all prior to painting it, so prepping it would have been key. Cleaning it, making sure it was really clean of any oils, and then just like I think you said this, I'm sorry, I was kind of focusing over here, but sealing it prior to painting it, I think would have helped a lot.
But I never seal prior to painting. I hate priming stuff. I just hate it so much. So the way I like to roll is I will just start painting, and if I come up with a bleed through situation, then I either switch to a darker color and blend it, because then the bleed through just becomes part of the layers, or I just walk away and paint something else. But I hate priming. I just hate priming. Like,
And then you come back, you're like, oh, it shouldn't have been that color anyway. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this to it instead.
So Fraser Barrick says cold does make the transfer difficult to stick. So that could be it, because it is freezing in here. Like, I'm never cold, but I'm cold right now. Okay, so I think that is it.
Are you gonna give a store tour?
Oh yeah, we're gonna give the store tour. You guys want to see the store? Because we're at 11:30 already, but we went late. So yeah, let's show you guys the store, and I'm gonna take the phone off the thing and walk around and show you the store. We are located in Solana Beach. I almost forgot that. I'm glad you reminded me.
315 South Cedros Avenue.
315 South Cedros Avenue, Solana Beach, California. We're on the coast in the northern part of San Diego.
Yeah, we're
visit
right
us.
down from the train station, walking distance. Get off on the
Yeah.
train and come take a tour. We're in the design district, so the street that we're on is amazing. So many great stores.
So a little back history. This store is a little cottage that was built in 1920. Okay, it's gonna be a little bumpy now because I'm taking it off the tripod. And I've been here for over 20 years. And it's 720 square feet. Let me see, how do I flip it? Okay, there we go. There's Melissa. Here's a close-up.
Okay, so this is how I'm planning on fixing it. I did peeled as many little pieces off as I could to piece back on here. And now I think that I'm just going over with the gray a little bit, age it, and taking another one of the floral stamps, maybe some leaves or something, and put it through where I repainted it, just so it looks a little bit more finished.
Okay.
There's no distressing anywhere else on this.
I still like the way it looks. So we are in the back room of the cottage. So this was, at one time, this was the caretaker's house for Union and Standard Oil. And there were big oil tanks outside. And this is where the guy lived. So this was a home, and we are in the back bedroom of the house, 720 square feet. And this back room is where it's closed off. So this is where we do our lives, and we ship all of our IOD products and any other products that we sell. We don't ship the paint from here. The paint is shipped from a very big warehouse in Santa Fe, New Mexico. We don't have the volume to do it here. But this is just our little filming area. Through that door is our break room and the back porch. There's the tripod that the phone was on, right there. This is a door leading out into the paint room. We have it blocked off because we needed to get the tripod back far enough so that you guys could see us. But normally when we're done, we roll this cabinet all the way back over and take the tripod down. Now I'm gonna take you through, I can't see the comments, Stephanie. Maybe let me know.
Do you want me to walk with you?
Yeah. Nicole Hernandez says, thank you for your inspiring videos. Okay, this is our storage, craft room storage closet. It's disorganized. Like, I don't know if any of you have a craft room closet that is beautifully organized, but ours is small. It used to be the bathroom of the house, so it's tiny. And we cram all kinds of stuff in here. There's the window that goes out the area where we film sometimes. These are all of our tools. Our baby wipes. These are all the stencils that we use that are open. There's Julie. Hey, Julie.
Hi.
Julie works in the store. She's sweeping right now.
I just finished. I'm putting the broom back.
Here's more of our craft storage. Oops, I'm sorry. See, it's messy. We try really hard, but it gets out of control really, really fast. This is our jewelry room. We have a table here for customers to sit down and make a project if they want to. Looks like Julie is working on a sign right now with the Jamie Ray stencils. My phone is not tight in the tripod. Here, I think I can hold it a little bit more steady that way. Let's see here. Oh,
Can you see comments or not?
yeah. I did
Okay.
some, I think I pressed down on it. It looks messy like my room, yeah. Here are our wood letters that people can make. We have all kinds of fun stuff for people to sit down and make, and then we have an outdoor area where people can make things too. See the outside area there? These are all kinds of goodies, ribbons, and items for people to use and make. This is our jewelry bar. So we have all kinds of fun charms and beads and components to make things, and you can purchase the pieces to take home and make. We have chains and clasps and bracelets, or you can sit down at a table and use our tools and make them right on the spot. And these are just all the really fun little things. You can make keychains, you can make bracelets, you can make necklaces. We have everything you can imagine to make things.
Shoe shop.
Oh, what? Oh, people want to see the shoes. There they are. There's my shoes. This is like our succulent, faux succulent bar. We have a bunch of faux succulents and then we have real ones outside. Looking back into the room I was just in, that's the table where you sit down and make things.
It's like a toy store for us DIYers.
Yeah.
Evolving blessed, he says.
We sell glitter. That's the mermaid tiara that I made in a video a long time ago. And we have kits where you could buy a whole kit and make your own mermaid tiara, but we're sold out right now. Let's see. Here are some of our craft kits that we sell. We have little trucks that you can paint. We've got glue and notebooks. Here is a bunch of colored sand for the terrariums and succulents. We've got fun jewelry.
Did you show them feet? Everybody knows those.
Oh yeah. There's my mannequin legs jumping through the window or through the wall. Okay, let's go out into the main room. This is our behind the counter where we ring you up and we pack boxes sometimes back here. It's our whole behind the counter area that looks out onto the street. There is the garden outside. This is what you see when you walk in the front door. Here. Let's see, I'll start from outside. Sorry if you guys are getting dizzy. This is the front porch. There's my desk. Harriet, no, the clay, the IOD clay dries really hard. I've never had any issue with chipping. There's a little chair we did in a previous video. So you walk up, there is our sign and the bike on the roof. We do use square. Here's the front door, there's Stephanie. Out here is the garden and our paint bar. But when you walk in the front door, this is what you see. We have all kinds of fun things. Lots of boho Mexican blankets and bags, coasters, jewelry. Over here we have some really fun t-shirts. Let's see. This one says, "You had me at shiplap." Almost famous. Not your average senorita. All kinds of really fun shirts. We've got candles. Looks like we've sold a lot of candles. We need to order some more. Jewelry, mermaid coasters. Lots of fun jewelry. Mermaid. We sell a lot of things that are mermaid themed. This is a piece that we did recently. Little Eiffel Towers. We have lots of old vintage mirrors and chandeliers. This is our dog section. We've got dish towels, matches, lots of dog type things. Old vintage dishes. And there is the dresser that I did recently. And I don't know if you remember that from a previous video. We hollowed out a stump and made a mushroom bench. Fun signs. Lots of fun. These are the belts that sell really well. And this is the paint room. We do have lots of DIY paint on the East Coast. Lots of it. If you go to the retailer map, there are so many. I just did a video on Jane's Reliable on the East Coast. Here's all our paint. We have Jamie Ray stencils, so we have samples of her different stencils and we sell them. They're all right down here. Here is more paint. And then these are all the IOD stamps. This are the cabinets that Stephanie painted to show off the different paint colors. Here are all of our IOD molds and paint brushes. There is the paintbrush chandelier that's been all over Pinterest. There are IOD transfers. The turquoise iris water bottles. We're on our second order of these. These sell really, really well. And then this is the wall that we did with the IOD stamps. This was a plain plastic, really cheap, you know, those little plates that you get at Home Depot for like under $1. Stephanie put the molds around it and plaster on the walls, and we stamped it with the Sincerely Yours stamp. And it goes all the way up and across. It's hard to see because the lighting is not natural light in here. And this is the dress form that Stephanie did with the molds. I'm going to show you the back of it. Isn't that amazing? So this is not for sale. We keep this, we keep that right there to show people all the amazing things you can do with the molds. And customers actually get really angry when we won't sell it to them. But that took 3 weeks, so we do not want to sell it. We want to have it here as an example of how amazing all of these molds are. And here's the clay. You can order it on our website. The link is in the description box. Oh, Tanya, I can't wait to meet you too. So yeah, the molds and the transfers are on. So this is toward the front door. Through that door right there is the door that we were in filming. Like, look, you can see through the crack. There's Stephanie. Say hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
All right, I'm gonna take you outside real quick, and then we have a lot of work to do today, and I'm sorry if you're getting dizzy. Oh, here's the front door. This has an IOD transfer on it with our store hours. Isn't that awesome? Stephanie did that too. Here's an old screen door. This is the garden area, our paint bar, Stephanie and Melissa's barn, and we sell all kinds of plants out here. I think the garden tour will be for another day because we're running out of time. I'm going to show you the front of the building real quick. An overall view of the store because it looks like the painting that Kristen did. So there is our arbor and there is our store. And you see the bicycle on the roof. Okay. All right, you guys, so that is it. I am going to sign off and get to work. I feel like I'm making you dizzy anyway. So we will see you next Friday. We go live every Friday at 10:30. And I post an edited video every Wednesday. So there is your store tour, and we will see you next week. Thanks for watching.